to the Keeping It Real podcast with Sulma, the swearing therapist. Hi, I'm Sulma Williams, a licensed clinical social worker who likes to keep it real and swears a lot. Today is my journey with breast cancer diagnosis and treatment part 2. So I shared with you last week about my diagnosis and how traumatic it was and how I moved away from a victim mentality into a more empowered mentality. And looking back at my journey with the diagnosis and the treatment, I like to say that I had cancer. Cancer didn't have me. And what I mean by that is that, if anything, so I just graduated with my bachelor's. I was on track to do my master's, which is what I needed in order to do my internship and become independently licensed to be a therapist, right? So if anything, cancer came to show me how bad I wanted to be a therapist, because it didn't stop me, it only delayed me, right? Like, so I had the diagnosis, I took care of my health, and then I started feeling better in a sense of like the treatment was not as intensive as it was at the beginning. So I moved back to America. After 3 years of being in Argentina, I wanted to celebrate my 50th birthday in Las Vegas. So I moved back in May of 2015. My birthday is in June. And I started school. Like, I started my master's at 50. And I graduated at 51. I did my internship. I became independently licensed at 53 and a half. So the point is that cancer didn't stop me. Like, nobody would have blamed me if I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna do my master's or whatever. Like, they would have been understanding, but I was like, no, you know what? I'm feeling better. My treatment is more on a maintenance stage at this point. So why not? I'm gonna go for my master's. And I did, right? Like, so if anything, having had that experience helps me connect better with my clients who are going through shit, right? So like, my life experience is one of the biggest assets I bring into my office, because it's like, oh, okay, shit that my classmates who were half my age were like reading in the textbook. I had a fucking experience myself: suicidal ideation, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, like cancer, being an immigrant. Like, okay, bring it on. Like, what do you want to talk about, right? Like, so, and that's, I think that's why I connect so well with my ideal clients, because it's like, oh, okay, like, yeah, we are, I get you, right? Like, so so when you are going through something, don't allow that shit, that challenge, to own you. That is part of your life, but it's not your life. So don't allow that shit to take over. You are in charge of your life. You are the CEO of your life. And these challenges are kind of like, they are, but it's like you make the ultimate decision. So whatever it is that you are facing in life, don't allow, like, you have that, don't allow that shit to have you. Okay. And I like to share my story, because it's like, if I did it, anybody can do it, right? Like, I want to inspire you. I have a fucking pet peeve with motivation. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check the fucking episode on motivation. But I like to inspire you to stand up for yourself, to not allow these challenges to define who you are, to continue to grow. And if anything, these challenges come to show you how strong you are, right? Like, so it's like we all go through shit in life. And I think it is important that we don't allow that event or those events to define us as a person. We are bigger than those events, and we are going to manage them the same fucking way that we manage all the fucking trauma that we've been through. So it's like, again, like, why is this challenge different, right? So, but that awareness came in like later on, right? Like, so that I had cancer didn't have me. So it's like, while you are going through the shit, you just need to keep it going. But once you come on the other side, like, look back at all the fucking challenges you already overcame in your life, and kind of like this, like, analyze how those challenges made you the person that you are now, right? Like, so in that sense, if we are grateful for those, then we can become grateful for those challenges, because they help us be who we are. So I have a friend whose mom had a cancer diagnosis, a breast cancer diagnosis, and she took it, her mom took it as a crutch. Like, she was like, oh, I have cancer, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. And I know that it was very hard for my friend, because I had the same diagnosis, and I was in school with her, and I continued to work, and I did my internship, and you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like in your fucking face. This is not like, we are all different. What I'm saying is, from the mental standpoint, the mentality is like, her mom became a victim, and I was a victim probably for like maybe 5 days or a week, but then when I switched to why not me, I stopped being a victim, right? So there are people who will use this diagnosis or these challenges as reasons to give up, or to not participate fully in their lives, or whatever it might be. That wasn't me, clearly, right? But I'm bringing that up because it's like, it's so hard to understand when you are going through the same shit, to understand and respect other people's decisions, right? Like, so, because I offered my friend, I said, tell your mom to call me, like, I'll talk to her, whatever. And her mom never did. So, which is her decision, I understand. And I respect that, but it could have been a complete different story. And it wasn't, unfortunately, for her. I mean, her mom is still alive, but she's so depressed, and like, she's so incapacitated by this diagnosis, when in reality it only delayed me, but it didn't stop me. So I hope you find this helpful and inspiring, because it's like, we all go through shit, so just keep going through it. And and don't allow that to define who you are. If anything, discover the warrior within, and you are going to be not better I'm better than you, in more complete, if you would, person where it's like, yeah, I've been through a lot of shit, but none of that shit could take me out. So kind of like, bring it on, life. I'm fucking ready for your ass. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you for the support. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe, follow, like whatever the fuck you do in the platform that you are listening from. Follow me on Instagram at the Swearing Therapist. And remember, if you woke up today, that means that your mission in life is not complete. Keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you're going to come on the other side of the challenge that you are currently facing. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.